also considerable risks which have been laid out, and we all know that. And I think in light of what happened, really when you look at it, we didn't have the information that our council members had. Two of them are here with us today who thought it was too risky to go forward. And I'm going to rely on them because they had the data to know whether or not it was worth the risks. So as things move down the road, I don't think the issue has been laid to rest. So I think we have to keep an open mind about this and see, and hopefully we'll get more information about it as well, so that then as citizens we can know more and make an informed decision about it.
We have no more questions unless someone would like to submit some from the audience. So at this time, you can do your minute and 30-second closing as to why we should elect you, excuse me, to mayor or city council office, and Tony, if you'd like to take a position. And then if you will just remain, because we have 3 school board candidates, and I'll give them 1 minute when they're finished with their closings.
Thank you for having me here this evening. You know, my passion sometimes gets confused with anger, but I'm more frustrated than I'm angry because I wonder why more people are not as angry at what I'm seeing. There's a dark cloud hanging over this city. It's called corruption. Corruption is a free enterprise killer. Come with me on a journey to a city where corruption has been eradicated. We're still the safest city of its size in the country, where education is second to none, where taxes and fees are the lowest in the country for a city of its size, and where you don't have to pay for your trash being picked up, where government doesn't pick winners and losers, where special interest has to get in line with everybody else, where public officials from all across the country come to learn how to teach, how to treat their bosses, the taxpayers, you, where transparency is a priority. And that will happen in Arcade's mayor. I fought for the city over the last 16 years. I stood up for it, the bull in the China factory, been accused of a lot of things, paid a heavy price in my business to stand up for the citizens. I'm asking you guys to let me fix this. I can fix this. It will get better. Listen to me. All the things you're hearing up here, it's on my radar and more. Let me fix it. Vote Arcade. Vote Arcade on November 8th. Please help me help you.
You look much better.
Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, I would like to take this opportunity to look each and every one of you in the eye and state the with your help, when I'm elected on November 8th, my vote will not and cannot be bought by any amount, by any developer or banker serving on or off the council. The Rose Hall District will no longer be for sale. It's going to be on the front of this desk. Thanks. My solemn pledge to you is quite simple. As your elected representative, excuse me, I will be by the people, for the people, so help me God. Remember, no matter where you live in Virginia Beach, you can vote for me on November 8th. My name is Robert Dean, and I would be honored to have your vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert.
I think we upgraded.
It's being taped.
That's okay. I would have said it if he was here. Now, out of 1,700 votes, my opponent has voted no 3 times. Less than an average of once a year. She votes yes 99.9% of the time. I don't see how that is transparent, accessible, or relatable to any voter in Virginia Beach. There cannot possibly be a situation where you would vote no that few times. And it is so imperative that we have somebody on council who is going to be invested 100% in what the issues are of the city. I don't know everything yet, but anything I don't know, I'll find the answer to, and anything I find the answer to, I will convey honestly to you. I will be transparent. You'll be able to see my votes on social media. I pledge to justify all of them. I'll be accessible. I've recently launched a mobile app that gives me connection with people my age and anybody with a smartphone really, to where I'm going to be, to talk to me in real time, and to ask questions about the issues that are presented. And to be accessible, transparent, relatable, and accessible. I want to be here for you, and I think I'll do a good job for you on November 8th if you elect me for the council seat. Thank you.
Well, folks, again, my name is Dane Bly, and I am very honored to have been a part of this organization for many, many years. It's really been a pleasure. We've fought many political battles. We've won some, we've lost some, but we have done it together, and I'm just very honored to be a part of this organization and to know all of you. And I think you know me. You know what you're going to get if you get someone on city council, someone who's honest and straightforward, trustworthy, and I'll do what I'm going to say. And I'll be very transparent about it as well. I think that's so important. Ms. Wilson's been on council for 16 years. I think it's time for a change. And a positive, conservative, forward-looking, common-sense candidate. And that's why I'm asking you to hire me, Dane Bly, in the at-large race. Everybody throughout the city can vote for me. And let's see if we can't win this thing and make some exciting changes on November the 8th. Thank you.
I'd like to thank our candidates for being willing to participate this morning, and I especially would like to thank Tony for stepping in there at the last minute. I think that shows admirable, shall we say, conviction to be willing to step in for Robert at any time. We will be making endorsements. The organization, minus Dane, of course, because he can't participate in that, but the board will be making endorsements both for city council and for school board. So please look at your emails. When we make those endorsements, we don't do it lightly, and we do an analysis of what the candidate stands for, what we see in their opponent, and in the cases where we have no one, or we have, the only time we've ever made a statement about a candidacy where there was uncontested was with the vice mayor, and we did make a statement. We didn't endorse, but we had some very positive things to say about the vice mayor's willing to participate with this organization, which is something that not many of the incumbents are willing to do, both as a guest speaker and to participate in our forums. So we will not make an endorsement in the race where Bob Dyer is, because that is a race that is a non-challenged race, but we will be making the endorsements for the other races. So please monitor your emails for that. Please vote, please tell a neighbor, and we would like to increase membership and participation. I know it's a rainy day. I brought my rain boots on, so I was willing to slug through the parking lot to get here. So please continue to be supportive of the candidates, the process, and our organization. And at this time, we can turn off the camera, and we will allow our our school board candidates to have a minute of time. Please remain afterwards.